Welcome back to another episode of your review channel. Do appreciate you stopping by for this one. This tutorial is all about eBay promoted listings, how to understand the graph and what it means about impressions, and how to read that. But before we get into the video, please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Let's get into the tutorial. Welcome back to another episode of your review channel. Today we're going to be talking about promoted listings. Now, if you ever use promoted listings or if you're not familiar with it, I just want to go with you a quick tutorial on what to expect when you do a promoted listing. So I did a sample promoted listing probably about a month and a half ago, and I'm trying to trace it down and just see how it performs and see if I have any sales. So far there are no sales, but I want to teach you and show you about this graph, what it means and how to read it. Okay, so I have a Carvel knife set that I have online. Since it's been on, it's had 691 impressions. Now, impressions mean basically how many times it's been shown in total. So 339 this month so far, plus the last time it was on, but a total of 691 impressions. So if you look at this graph here, so it just gives you an idea. So if you look at the lines, you got a purple line, okay, and you got this greenish, I'm not sure, aqua line. So those two different lines represent two different things. Okay, so if you look over here, the aqua dot says promoted listings impressions and organic impressions. So the organic impressions mean if someone's searching for something similar to that knife or has that name in there, like their Carvel, could be Carvel ice cream, and unfortunately that can be a little bit skewed, but that's the kind of knife, that's the brand of this knife. So what's going to happen is showing you that it's got 4 and then on top 16. So 16 is promoted listings, which means eBay bumped it up to push it up further up in the search results, and you get more impressions. So the higher it is up in the ranking of the search, the more you could be found, and it gives you more of a chance to purchase. Someone can purchase it, and you pay a commission if that sells. That's pretty much how it works. But you pay nothing if they click on it, only if they buy it. So that's the great thing about promoted listings. So you can promote as much as you want. There is a ratio as far as how much you want to pay for a percentage and so forth, as far as when you set up your promoted listing, and you can do as 5%, 10%, whatever you want to do that gives you the maximum amount of exposure. The more you pay, the more exposure you do get. So that's kind of how that works. So as you can see, as going through this history here, I'm getting a lot of impressions. I'm getting a lot of promoted listings impressions, which means eBay is pushing it up, and you can see here this graph as it goes along, it's really low in the purple, which means it's organic, and all the top, this green color, not sure what color that really is, but it's pretty much telling you that eBay's promoting it. So you can see you're getting a lot more exposure when you're doing promoted listings. So if this was something relevant that was kind of like, in the mainstream that you want to just, get in someone's face more so, something that's more competitive, this is what this is good for. If you're selling, let's say, an iPhone, or if you're selling something that's really trending, that's really hot right now, and you want it to be seen more, you would pay for promoted listings or bump you up. So this gives you an idea how that works. So you can see that line up here, this top promoted listing, you're getting a ton. There's 29 impressions here, it was shown, 11 times here, 4 times here, 25 times here, 20 times here, 19 times here versus 6. So you really can get a good overall look. 22 impressions versus 7 organic, that's a lot. 12 versus 19, that's just okay. And then you have 1 versus 18, so you can see the benefit of doing the promoted listing. So I just wanted to give you an idea how that works. I'll leave a video on top to explain how to do that and how to set up a promoted listing. You can click on that and you can see how to do that. But I really wanted to go over with you on what the graph means, how it works, and they represent you're looking at this graph and saying, okay, what does this mean? This is what it means. So you are getting many more impressions, and you don't pay for those impressions, only if somebody buys. So that's a great deal. So if you promote something, if you're selling something, mark it at maybe 5% more to cover your costs from your promoted listings. So if it's $100, make it $105. Add 5% to your promoted listing percentage profile, as far as marketing, and then you can sell it roughly for the price you wanted to. So you might be a little bit higher than the other person by $5, but the difference is that you will be seen more. So the odds are that you will be bought, and that's kind of how that works. So if you think about that, right? So if you're seen, if you're pushed in front of enough people, your odds do increase quite a bit. So, and that comes across with anything. So if something that's $50, add $250 more, whatever, 5%. 5%, usually 5 to 7% seems to be a good amount for promoted listings. And I'll show you when you look at the other video, you'll see how I set it up and you'll see exactly how to work through that. So I just wanted to make a quick tutorial so you can understand the impressions, what it means, and also on the graph when you look at it and say, okay, what does all this mean? This is what it is. Any questions or comments, leave down below. I'll be glad to help you out. I've been selling on eBay for over 20 years, so I've been having a lot of experience in selling on this platform. And so that's what I'm here for. All right, so any other questions or comments, like I said, leave below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit if you do subscribe to my channel. It's really helps me just keep doing what I'm doing, and I love what I do, and I hope this helps you. And that's really what it's all about. Okay, that's it for me. I thank you so much for tuning into the review channel. You make it a great day, and until the next one. And don't forget, I'll leave a video, a link above or below somewhere, that you can see how to actually create your own promoted listing. And I think it's a pretty good deal. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's, for the exposure amount, if you can bump that price into your price point, you'll get a good return for it. Okay, guys, until the next one, you make it a great day.